What's up, everybody? Blue Zerker here, and it's late again. I'm about to go to bed. I just got done playing Marvel Rivals with everybody. Had a lot of fun. Been feeling a little blue, nothing crazy. Had to go back to work tonight. That always sucks. And then, yeah, I just got stuck there doing stuff for like an hour and a half because my second shift just didn't do it. That's annoying, like cutting lemons and nonsense. But anyway, today's been a weird day, very frustrating day. We were really busy at work, and so on days like that where like stuff's kind of going crazy and wrong, it really stresses me out, and it's like, oh, I don't want to be here. The day ended up working out okay. At the end of the day, one of my employees was like, hey, we're really happy to have you as like the manager. And I'm like, this is like cool and all, but I wouldn't expect that considering like how rough the day has been, but apparently it could have been a lot worse. So, we take it where we can get it. Excuse me, yeah, I like going straight to bed. Spring forward is a nightmare when you work at a place that like doesn't close. It's just so annoying. Besides the fact that like you have to fix payroll, just getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to be at work by 6:30 and then losing an hour of sleep. I get it, it's for the sun, but I really need that hour of sleep. I probably should have went to bed earlier tonight, but I don't know, just kind of a rough day. I had a good afternoon. Went and played some ball through the baseball. That's a lot of fun. Picked that up a couple years ago. I played like the slightest bit of t-ball as a kid, but I never did anything beyond that. It's one of the things that I wish I could like kind of go back. If I like could go back as like a fully fledged adult and re-experience high school, it's one of the things I'd like to do is play more competitive sports. As an adult, I find that all the things I'm interested in now that are like active are things that just aren't accessible to people older than 18 or out of college. Gymnastics, for instance, is something that I have like a hankering to learn. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think some of the acrobatics and stuff they do is like super impressive. But as far as like going about finding a gymnastics teacher is really difficult. And there's no like... Excuse me, sorry. There's no like very clear-cut ways unless you're living in like a really big city that has these types of classes. I have a friend who does like a dance class on Wednesdays that I'd be able to go to, so that's like a neat, interesting skill to like pick up as an adult. But all the active stuff, like I live near Atlanta, and I wanted to join a baseball league last year, but it just didn't work with my schedule, and I never really played as a kid. And I joined a batting cage, like had a batting cage membership last year, and like picked it up as just like a hobby in the spring to do because it was nice. I'd like go there, swing for about an hour, and then I'd go to the gym. And so I was like putting practice in, and I met some people, like was trying to make some friends and whatnot, and made a couple. Nothing crazy. Easy. But yeah, so I just think, I don't know. I wish I could kind of go back and experience some of the sports. Wrestling is something I did for a year when I was in high school that I think would be a lot of fun to like experience now. That I'm in like a better place than I was when I like was wrestling when I was 14 years old and dealing with a bunch of like personal business and stuff. So yeah, I would like to go back and kind of experience the like camaraderie of those teams and whatnot, and just have the intensity of it. I was in band in high school, so I did have like an outlet, and I'm such a big proponent of like doing something like that in high school. Like I think for people to go to high school and like do nothing aside from like go to high school and then come home and like chill and do nothing is such a waste of like those college sorry those early high school years and just high school years in general. I mean, I wish I could go back with like a car that was like reliable and do the stuff. Maybe I wish I had a part-time job. That way I could afford to do the things I would have liked to have done. I remember going out to like Joe's Crab Shack on Friday nights is something we used to do before football games. And that was always a lot of fun. Or going to the movie theaters. When I was like 16, I wanted to work at the theater. I didn't realize I could have just applied and probably got the job. I didn't have a consistent way there or anything. But I ended up working at a movie theater when I was 20, and I'd be really cool to like manage the movie theater near my house. Just because I love movies, I do enjoy them a lot. I haven't watched many lately. A few years ago, I got my hands on the AFI Top 100 list, and me and a friend were having a competition to kind of watch all of them, and I made it to like 85 of them that I've seen, and then there were just a bunch I didn't want to watch, and I kind of fell off. I was kicking my friend's butt like up 20, 30 movies. And so it's like, well, if you're never going to catch up, then I don't know. It's that like weird end of the race where you realize the other competitors aren't really trying anymore. So why bother finishing, if part of it's the competition? I mean, I do think there is like value or merit to it, but some of the movies on there I just didn't want to watch. Citizen Kane is on the IMDb and the AFI top 100 list, and it was like going to be my magnum opus. Like it was going to be the last one I finished, since it's just considered the greatest film ever, and I've never seen it. And so I kind of don't want to watch it until I finish the AFI list. I might pull up the list here in a day or two, maybe next off days, and do like a quick little like the movies I've seen. There were a bunch on there that I enjoyed, and then there were some on there that I didn't understand why they were there. Maybe they're like, excuse me, history of film canon is like important, but the movie itself. Some things that like are really impressive in film I could care less about. I mean, I think like art direction and stuff like that's good, but story is like my main focus. So if the story doesn't make sense, or I feel like I can't follow it, and not just like in an Inception, it's difficult kind of way, but in like like the seeds aren't here, or like you can tell it got edited or remade or something like that, then yeah, it's just a frustrating different angle. But today, got to throw the ball some, went back to work, came home, played some Marvel Rivals. Have a lot of fun when I do that. The gang, this kind of like high school group of friends, we're all college friends. We get on and play games together, and it's really nice. We kind of all filter in, and then it's like hard to leave because it's like, oh, a new friend that I want to play with is on. We'll play like a game or two, then someone else pops in, and it's like, oh, and then suddenly it's 11:30 at night. That being said, I'm definitely going to try and get some like nice quality sleep. But if not, I'm just going to take like a fat nap tomorrow, because that's what I did yesterday. And we'll probably be even busier tomorrow with less staff, which is going to be pretty frustrating. We'll just kind of see how it goes. Those are always the days that just make me go like, man, this job is actually just kicking my butt, and I can't do it. I make it through it, but it's rough. Those days especially. But yeah, so anyway, nothing crazy today. Really, nothing of super note, which is disappointing. I feel like I normally have a little bit more to jump on and say. Shout out to my boo. I got home to like some fresh made chicken casserole. So nice, so sweet. It was so good. I think it's one of the sweetest things anyone's ever done for me. Man, and it was so good. I almost want to have like another bite before I go to bed, but I'll probably hold off on that. It's just like chicken, some cheese, some other stuff. It's got like a crumbly top. It's delicious. I wish I had a better, explanatory palate when it comes to food. I manage a restaurant, but that doesn't mean I know all the the specifics, the crumbs and the top or whatever. But it was super good. And some green beans paired with it too. And that was also just a great little pairing. So very, shout out. Thank you so much. It was very good. I did a video the other day. I posted it. It's my skating video. It was a lot of fun to make. I kind of woke up that day and was like, you know what? I want to film this. Just going to practice, see if some of the dance moves I do look good at all. That's like what I was trying to do. I was trying to record some of the moves I do in public that people see, and see if they actually looked cool or if they were just like lame. But when I was going to do that, my speaker continued recording, and normally that's not something that happens. So I was like, oh crap, there must have been an update. When I go to the camera before or the video, it would always just cut off whatever I'm playing, so it doesn't record the music, which is like kind of convenient, but not really, because I'm trying to like make little videos with music. And so what's happened before is I have to like, in my head I play the song and I'm like dancing, but I don't have the song in front of me, and I have to kind of like line it up after and see if it fit well. I have decent tempo. When I was in high school, I was in band. I was a percussionist, marimba player. Did really well, really enjoyed that kind of era of my life. Thought I wanted to be a band director. Didn't end up being the case. Music is rough to like just study like that. And I never had a great ear. I know it's something that you can kind of train to be better. I could like understand rhythm. I could put like practice into stuff. That's something I'm really good at, is like finding a skill, getting good at it, pouring into it, and becoming proficient. I have like basic juggling skills. I have like some basic yoga skills. I just saw these really random little one-off things that I've like was interested in at one point. So I put some time and effort into it, and then I walked away because I kind of got to the level of like baseline impressive. for people who know nothing about it. That's something I want to work on too, is figuring out exactly the things that I want to become more proficient at. Gymnastics being one. Sometimes when I'm at the gym on the pull-up bar, I like to do the thing where I like kick up above me and I like push up, and it's like, it feels really cool, even if it's probably like lame from the side, because it's like me like, But anyway, thank you. Sorry I was rambling and yawning a lot. This was definitely one of those like, oh, man, I really need to just record and get it done with. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better tomorrow, a little less blue. We'll see. I'll probably be like ranty and ravey after a Sunday, but black socks still on and all that. If you don't tip, you're a terrible person. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'll elaborate on that later. There was this whole story from my shift change I meant to tell, and I was going to talk about, and I forgot because I was tired, but shift change happening, group of like 10 people come in, and our restaurant is not like designed to have like big groups like that. What a nightmare. Tip all of $5 on $100+ worth of food that you made a server wait like an hour. Like, shame on you, especially because the service wasn't bad and the food was good, so shame on you. If you're watching, I know you're watching. No, there's no way you're watching. But anyway, if you're feeling blue, I'm sorry to hear that. Work on what you need to, and if not, sometimes you just got to feel a little sad. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to bed. Like, comment, subscribe. I love seeing comments also. It's so cool to just see random people be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? So anyway, thank you. Good night.